We jumped on a little Forest Service road, headed down to the trailhead. The pack's sitting great. Made it to the trailhead. This is Cool Creek Trail, and it's one of those trails where you start immediately going up and it doesn't stop. About 1,000 feet per mile, and we should have about 3.5 miles to go. Starting now. First little stop. View of the valley, not really a view too much, but it's just a pretty little patch of woods and nice place to grab a drink of water. And then we got a little traverse here, I think. There's this little 2 or 3 rock steps. That's about halfway to the first Mount Hood vantage point. We're about 2 miles in. I've been climbing a good little bit here. There's been snow remnants, quite a bit lower than last time, so definitely expecting some of this last storm to still be present up top. See how these little traverses are. They're kind of sketch, but I do have micro spikes, and I expect the snow will be pretty soft with how warm it is, so that should be all right. Starting to get a little sun peeking through. It's supposed to be partly sunny this afternoon and into the evening. Might be full cloud for the 3 a.m. moon, but just see what we get. Not too bad. Like I said, snow was soft, so this traverse, when it's hard packed, or is like freeze thawed cycles, that you definitely like some spikes on, but just sticking with the shoes because traction's pretty good. A little slushy, but as long as you kind of plant the toe, not too bad. Deeper though, we got at least a foot. As we pothole. That was a grouse. Here's the tower. We got 2 cots, some tables and chairs. We got a nice wood fire stove and different pots and kettles. There's also a little stream not too far away, but it's probably gonna be a little treacherous with the snow. So got a little wood fire going. Gonna try and melt a big pot of snow for some water and try the shoes out a little bit. Socks are pretty wet, so I'm gonna change those next, but enjoy a little breakfast or lunch in the tower, and then we'll go play out in the snow with the dog once we've done that. Nice spot. So a little oatmeal, a little coffee. Picked up one of these little whip things. They're kind of maybe a little cheesy, but it works. It's nice. Feels good being up here. All right, pot of water we can add to the filter. That worked out pretty well. Now to get these shutters open, get some view going. White wall the hood, but this cloud looks like it's evaporating off a little bit. Can't believe how much these clouds have burnt off. This is going to be gorgeous sunset. Hopefully it holds for the moon and the sunrise tomorrow. But got the mountain. Got my hood looking pretty. We got our full moon just lighting up the sky. This is gonna be awesome. And we got sunset. What a valley tonight. This moon is like a spotlight. This is gonna be a really bright night up here. Starting to get dark. Phone makes it look brighter, but it's getting chilly. So I think I'm gonna take a dinner break and maybe rest for a little while, get some warmer layers on. Definitely gonna be back out at 3. And time to get another fire going. Collected a bunch of firewood. So hopefully we can get kind of through the morning. Works pretty well. Yeah, not too bright in here, but not too dark anymore. Got the sleep set up. One of these cots, put the dog kind of generally near the fire. He likes that. Yeah. Time to get this wood fire stove going.
Oh, good morning. I'll catch that sunrise here shortly, but nice little view from bed.
Well, we lost the mountain overnight, but this cloud cover's giving us a pretty gorgeous looking sunrise. Lovely spot. We're headed down. Nice night up at the lookout. Oh, beautiful. Night and morning up there. A lot of blowdown on this trail right now after the winter storms. Last time I was up here, I was throwing off any branches I could handle without a saw. Since people have come up and put in more work, which is awesome. Still, there's a ton. It's gonna be a tough trail probably through the summer. Still no hood, but those hills poking up through the low clouds is pretty. This valley's enjoyable regardless of the hood view, but winding down the trek. Just getting down to the bottom of the trail. Wanted to grab a peek of that cedar. There are some monster trees. I'll have to walk by a massive Doug fir. Super pretty forest. Here is the trailhead. Cool Creek. Devil's Peak lookout. Done.